Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Tuesday, November the 13th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our 100% free trading room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. And this is a subscription link. You'll see a promo code there for 15% off either the first month of a standard or premium subscription or the entire year of a premium or standard subscription. I open the room at about 9 o'clock Eastern time every day. That's when I start to share my screen, and I get live on the mic at 9:05. I go to 3:30 Monday to Thursday and 3 o'clock on Fridays. All right, well, just before I started this, I took this trade, BZH. Now this, unfortunately, this is a Holly alert. You see the alert at 10:12. I got into this one earlier at 10:21, right about here on this candle, and it actually popped up here, and I made a little bit, but not, but I got out almost flat the second part, and when it did this, and this was sort of corresponding to what the SPY was doing. The SPY's had in fact, it's chopping down now, so I have to watch my trade, but this is what the SPY did. It had popped up in the pre-market. That's that brown area there, and then it was giving it up. The market opens, kind of frothy in that first 15 minutes, and then look at that big red candle. And then all of a sudden, we had a big 45-minute, almost 60-minute recovery, and then it's starting to drop again. So this has been a bit of a challenging day, especially if you're in stocks that are more or less tracking what the overall market is doing. We're always trying to look for those alpha stocks that don't really care, and this right now hopefully is going to be one of them. This is Beazer, and it has earnings, and if this works out, this will be a good lesson. If it doesn't work out, well, it doesn't work out. But there's the pop on the daily. It's over this area here. You look left and it still has some room, okay? But that's not really what I'm talking about. If we go back to the 15-minute chart. So actually, I should go to a 5-minute chart. It'll look a little bit different. Yeah, so you see all this kind of consolidation right here. So if this does work, what I was saying in the room is that even though you might have missed this, I got chopped out here, and I kind of, to be honest, I kind of blew it. I should have reset my alert for this area and could have taken advantage of some of this anyway. But what I was saying in the room is that this might be giving us another entry. So even though there's the entry way down here, because of that daily chart, because it's an earnings play, and it's kind of trading on its own, and obviously the reaction to earnings is good. Great volume, 3 million shares, which is almost 9 times normal. So, the relative volume is good. I was just saying that this might give us another entry based on that action there. So I'm in this one at 11:20, just before I took this or started the video. And, if it gets back down to this area here, I'll get out, but had to try it. The other one that worked out okay, nothing spectacular, was Red Hill, and that's a 5-minute. Let me go to a 15-minute chart. And again, this is another earnings play. Boy, it's really giving it up now. Another earnings play. Have to look at it, I believe, on the daily to get a better feel for it. Yeah, you sort of see that this area here, it's taken it all out. I don't think there was very much resistance until you get to this area. That's right. So once it took this out here, it looked like a pretty decent play. And now the problem is it was kind of spready, and let's see, it was kind of spready, and so it was a bit of a challenge to get a fill where I wanted to. But let's bring back the 15. And I think, I think it did this, and then it finally popped up, and that's right. I was already in this trade. I was in this trade at 9:20, right here. That's close enough. And it did this, but it happened so fast that even if I'd wanted to sell, it actually popped right back up for me, which is a good thing, obviously. And then it had this. Come on, get out. I want that box to go. It had this bottoming tail also. So it was a little bit, but once it finally settled down, then it had a nice little pop. I actually sold some at 950 and then on the way down at 940. So It's kind of an uneventful day for me again. Yesterday was kind of slow, and today has been a bit slow also for me. Uh, One of the things is that 2 weeks ago we had 1,600 companies releasing earnings. Last week we had about 1,000 companies. And I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago we had 1,000. Last week we had 1,600. Now we're down to 800, and next week we're down to about 350. So, this is kind of the last week for a lot of companies releasing earnings. So, but with the market being so choppy, kind of difficult to establish a trend today. So that's why I found it a bit of a challenge. But anyway, I want to get back into the room. And let's see, I think that's it. I don't think there's really anything more I want to go over. Not really. So close this down and bring back the capture program. So hopefully tomorrow we get a little more of a trend day rather than the choppiness of the SPY. So if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address. And this is a link for our free room, 100% free. I'll open the room tomorrow at about 9 o'clock Eastern. So I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.